You guys ever have a problem with coons? Guys, I got a problem with coons. I got coons up the wazoo here, and I got to do something about it. Never had this problem before. This is just recently in the last couple of years. And guys, I've got coons all over the place. I'm going to show you today how to keep coons off your fence. Well, that was back in 2019, and today, well, I almost look the same, right? But that was a video I did in 2019 about keeping coons off your fence. I'll put a link down below for that if you haven't seen it before, if you've got a problem with coons in your areas. And I got coons up the wazoo, right? So, no, they're not on my fence no more. Today's tip is how to keep coons out of your garden. And you know what? A lot of people have this huge problem, and you know, these nice little furry animals, well, they're not so nice when your corn, your tomatoes, your peppers, and every one of these vegetables have a huge bite taken out of them because, you know what? They like to test everything, and you know what? They go into your garden and they will just, well, they'll destroy your garden. I'll tell you that right now. You want to keep coons out of your garden? I got a tip for you right here. But first of all, I was inspired by Total Babble. I was listening to Total Babble, and it was Stu and Mary on there. And, you know, Mary was talking about her experiences with, well, I'm going to play a little bit of Total Babble here, and then I'll come back and we'll resolve Mary's problems with her coons down in America.
I just bought urine on the internet.
Just as like a party favor, or?
No, it's coyote urine.
You're keeping away critters?
Yes, where we sprinkled it on the garden to try to keep the rodents and shit out, because it activates their fight or flight or whatever.
What do you have? We had raccoons here.
We got raccoons, skunks, rats.
Raccoons, I'm determining, are very cute, but the biggest pain in the ass ever.
Oh, and yeah, and they do not back down.
Yeah.
And they will get their brothers and they will surround you. I swear to God.
They break into everything, and there's lots of YouTube videos. There's one in Canada.
Guys, I tell you what, last night I let my dog out around maybe 10 o'clock at night, and I've got a Weimaraner, and them dogs are completely fearless. They're not afraid of anything at all. This coon ran down the back of the yard, over the fence, and well, it's more than once my dog just chewed the ass end right out of that coon. Yep, that was Stu and Mary on their podcast down in America. I don't know if any of you, well, do you listen to any podcasts? I listen to podcasts quite a bit, and they're a little bit different than, you know, watching a video and that kind of stuff. I've got my own podcast as well, but I'll put a link down below to Stu and Mary's podcast called Total Babble. I'm not too sure how I'm going to put that link down there. You know, Stu, if you are watching this video, maybe you could chime in there with the proper link and everything, and I'll pin your comment, because right now I'm not too sure how you actually do that. But my podcast is on YouTube, and for podcasters all around the world, well, take for instance, we'll take a look at Total Babble just for a second here before I get to this. This is only a quick tip, and it's foolproof. And but Total Babble themselves, you take a look at Fox and CNN. Every week, their viewership is around 100 million. Total Babble blows them right out of the water. Blows them right out of the water. So, I mean, podcasting today is worldwide. It's all over the world. And, you know, on my little podcast that I have, I actually just, I play it on YouTube, you know, and for my YouTube audience. And it's much along the same lines as Total Babble, except... well, it's not even close, right? I mean, Total Babble, I mean, I don't have nowhere near 100 million, you know, listeners and that kind of stuff, right? So, I mean, no, it's not at all like Total Babble, but, you know, I'm trying, guys, right? Like, I'm trying. I've been doing this for 2 years. I'm not getting nowhere. It's a total fail. It's down. But you know what? If you're that hard up, a lot of people say to me, Steve, I like listening to your podcast and then just kind of walk away in the shop and just carry on what I'm doing and pretend it's not even there. And, you know, for me, I'm going, okay, I'm game. I love it, right? I mean, that's the whole idea behind podcasting, right? Okay, so let's get to this here, because this is foolproof. And a lot of people don't know about this. If you got coons up the wazoo, you're going to appreciate something like this. I'm going to take you over here, and I'm going to show you this. It's so simple. It works. I've been using this for like 40 years, over 40 years. And it works like a charm. I'm going to take you off the tripod there. I'm going to bring you over here. I'm going to explain it to you. And you're not going to have any more coons in your garden. Okay, so I'm going to describe these items right off the bat here for you. Now, most of you know what that is. That's an extension cord, 120 volt. You plug that into your outlet on your house, garage, shop, wherever you got, right? This is a bucket. And, okay, you don't have to go with like a big, huge bucket like this. You can just go like with a 5-gallon. I go big, guys, right? I go real big. I put that underneath, inside there, so the radio is not, well, you don't want, like if you got rain or that kind of stuff, well, you know what? You put this radio in the bucket, right? And can you imagine? Put it over your head first and start singing in this bucket, and you'll realize how it resonates. And this is the whole secret. You put this radio in the bucket. You get your timer. Yeah, this is like an old-fashioned timer. I'm not too sure if you can buy these anymore, but yeah, this is a timer. Anyways, but you can get like a digital timer or whatever. And you set it to go on at night. Because coons only come out at night. And, you know, they stay out at night till about, well, they stay out until daylight, right? So you put it on a timer and you set it to like a talk show or a podcast, like Total Babble, and, you know, and they're talking on there, right? Coon comes around, he'll stop right there, like at least 40, 50 feet away, because I've watched them. They'll stop 40, 50 feet away. They'll hear something talking. They'll hear the noise. You don't got this loud like a ghetto blaster and annoying everybody at night. You just kind of put it like low tone, and they'll hear the radio in the bucket. And they will not come any closer because they think it's somebody in the garden at night. Yes, there's nut jobs out there that garden at nighttime with a flashlight, and you know what? This is foolproof. You put this in here so it's rainproof. The timer goes off from night until daylight, and it's out of the weather. Well, it doesn't get no easier than that. Now, what do you guys think? Leave me a comment down below. What do you think about that? And leave me a comment down below if you listen to podcasts, because I like listening to a podcast too. Sometimes I take my own podcast, I stick it over in the corner on my cell phone, I let it play, and just pretend I'm listening to it, right? I mean, that's the whole idea behind podcasting as far as I'm concerned. But check out Total Babble, and maybe Stu will leave a comment down below there for, well, I mean, like a couple of hundred listeners, you know, a month for me, and Total Babble a couple of 100 million. So I mean, you know, the difference is there, right? The difference is usually there. I got a lot of improvement to do, but I'm listening to Total Babble, and you know, I'm picking up some good tips. And today, I think, Mary, I've resolved your problem with your coons. I'm not too sure where you are in America. I know Stu is from the Midwest, so he seems perfectly normal to me. But Mary, if you're from the Midwest too, well, I think you are. You seem normal. But if you're from the Midwest too, and you got, you know, you got coons right up the wazoo like I have, this will solve your problem. Now, I'm not too sure if anybody's got radios anymore. Do any of you got radios? I got radios, right? I got like about 5 or 6 radios. You know, the ones you plug into the wall. I mean, not this cell phone stuff. Don't try and put your cell phone out here overnight, because it's not going to work, right? You have to get a radio. You have to plug it in. Don't put it on batteries, because you're going to go through batteries like crazy. So, well, that's pretty well at the tip for today, and I hope you appreciate this. So you can resolve your problem with coons in your garden, and you know, leave me a comment down below if you try this, and you know what? It's foolproof. Like I said in the beginning, 40 years. It's foolproof. You guys try it, let me know. Come back again next time. If you haven't seen this channel before, well, you're welcome to subscribe, and subscribe to some podcasts too. Check out the links below. Cheers.